Hello everyone! The Illidari, Illidan's personal fighting force, were sent to the planet of Mardum to collect the Sargeras Keystone, while their lord, he stayed behind to focus on the defense of the Black Temple. They were successful in the mission, were even able to capture a Legion ship called the Felhammer, but once they returned home, they found that Illidan was not so successful. He had lost the battle with Maiev, her wardens and the so-called heroes of Azeroth.
Take them to the vault. There they shall be with the betrayer. Forever.
For years, the Demon Hunters were imprisoned within the Vault of the Wardens, while the rest of the forces, they stayed behind on Mardum, securing their position and waiting for the day on which they could fulfill their ultimate goal, bringing the Legion to its knees. A couple of years later, and an opportunity like that presented itself. Gul'dan opened the gateway at the Tomb of Sargeras, letting the Legion in for another invasion of Azeroth. They assaulted the vault and claimed Lord Illidan's body for some unknown reason, and Maiev realized that they needed help. They needed the help of the Illidari. Despite her hatred for them, the defense of Azeroth, her charge was more important, and the Demon Hunters accepted this opportunity to fulfill the mission they started so long ago.
Illidan, now you belong to the Legion.
Cordana! You will answer to the High Council for this!
Judge me all you like, sister, but you cannot stop us.
You are too late, Warden. This vault will be your tomb.
Demon Hunters, you have to survive. Find the one named Archmage Khadgar. You can trust him. Illidan is still my charge!
They even obtained powerful warglaives from either Caria or Veridis, and these artifacts carry a piece of the power of Kil'jaeden. Matron Mother Malevolence had already utilized the ship's warp systems to transport the bulk of their forces aboard, but doing so greatly taxed what little power remained. With our weapons, we should be able to use them to open a permanent gateway to the Felhammer. All we need to do is give the command and use the captured demon souls to power it up.
Trust. These demon souls will power the gateway. On your mark.
Your souls are forfeit.
Ready when you are, dear. There we are. Lovely work as always. Next time, eyes all the way up
Illidari,
here.
the gateway is open. To the Felhammer!
See you soon, handsome.
Welcome to our new home.
The Citadel was one of the Legion's most valuable assets, and it will serve us well. Although our forces have dutifully held the Citadel since our departure, they've been unable to access most of its resources, since the Felhammer, it can only be fully activated by those bearing the mark of a Legion Lord. Thankfully, our blades carry that very mark.
I've been waiting for this day. Follow me. We must address the others. Behold, the power of the twin blades of the Deceiver. The Felhammer is ours.
The Ash-Tongue will fight beside you.
You may call upon the Coilskar as well. Our mission is not yet complete. We are all yours to command.
We are the blades that will strike down the Legion! We are the chosen warriors of Lord Illidan! We are Illidari!
As we go through the Order campaign, keep in mind that there are some minor differences connected to the choices you made during the Assault of Mardoom. In this scenario, I've chosen Kain to be at my side, while you might have chosen for Altruis, and if you did, there are a couple of differences. Now, after fully activating the Felhammer, we follow Battlelord Cardoon to the prize of our conquest, an ancient Nafresim forge used to create many of the Legion's most powerful weapons. With it, we'll be able to further empower our artifacts, and after doing so, Jason and Larry, they have something to show through the Nether Crucible. The souls of the hundreds of slain demons in Mardoom, they provided us with enough power to directly observe the Legion on Azeroth.
If we do not gaze into the Nether Crucible, it will show you what we have seen. Behold the Legion's primary gateway into Azeroth, the Tomb of Sargeras. The situation is more dire than we knew. The demons have already infested the surrounding isles. We must act now, or I fear the situation will become unsalvageable.
We must seal the Tomb of Sargeras at all costs, or the flow of demons will never cease. Until then, we must do what we can on the ground to alleviate their foothold before it grows even further. This citadel that we're in was created to spearhead Legion invasions onto other worlds, and we can use this navigation system to plan our assault. We pick our first zone to quest in, we go after the Pillars of Creation, we turn the people on the Broken Isles into allies, until we get a message that Battlelord Cardoon has a very important matter that he needs our help with. Our presence is requested back on the Felhammer as soon as possible, so we go back and we meet up with the Broken. He, together with the Matron Mother and Lady Safino, they've been watching us and the rest of the Illidari. They have something of an outsider's perspective on things, and they've come to a unanimous recommendation. In order to keep the Illidari from splintering, we must begin to recruit champions. These Exalted will aid in projecting our power beyond the confines of the Felhammer, and their unanimous recommendations for the first to be selected are Kain and Asha.
Thank you. I will not let you down.
You honor me.
Korvas mentions that great things are ahead of us, while muttering under her breath about not being one of them. I'm sure her moment will come soon enough, but for now, we have our first mission to worry about, since Cardoon, he's offered to recruit more broken warriors for the cause. He just needs a few things first. He said something about the right tool for the job.
Tell whoever you're sending that the sooner Cardoon has his demonic toys, the sooner we'll have our new Ash-Tongue warriors.
To train new broken warriors and teach them how to deal with this new burning legion, Battlelord Cardoon is requesting that we gather demonic implements, a great first mission for our champions, as they ride out to defeat Imp the Virila and return with what Cardoon needs.
Hey Cardoon, those new warriors ready yet?
It went quickly this time, but in the future, it will take longer to recruit more Ash-Tongue.
These Ash-Tongue will be a great asset in supporting our champions, and a nice detail on the Felhammer is that if you've chosen to sacrifice Sephuz Brightflame on Mardoom, you'll see his spirits, but if you've chosen to sacrifice yourself, you'll actually see him in the flesh. In my case, I chose to sacrifice him, and he mentioned that the others can't see him, but he likes to watch them go about their business. He is stuck here for all eternity in the Twisting Nether. He can never leave, and still, it was worth it, and he would do it all over again. He would gladly sacrifice himself and willingly stand there as we struck him down in order to fuel the final gateway and summon in our demonic forces. It is what was necessary for the cause. What demon hunter wouldn't? Long live the Illidari. Yeah, good luck with your eternal vigil, Sephuz. So we now have these newly trained Ash-Tongue. Let's put them to work. As beloved Dawnblade, he has given us a strange scouting report from the Fellblaze Ingress in Azuna. The Dreadlord, Razalik the Defiler, he has returned to the world. Now that's not the odd part though. The odd part is that he sometimes goes around killing the other demons and calling himself Lormus. Lormus Felipidus was part of the quest chain in the Blasted Lands, where he sacrificed himself to bring this Dreadlord down, stating that he would wrestle with Razalik in the next worlds.
Could that really be Lormus Philippides? And if it is, do we save him or kill him?
Lormus is brought back to the Felhammer alive, but he's trapped within the body of the Dreadlord Razalik the Defiler. For our own safety, we've got him in a demon trap until we know for certain that he doesn't pose a danger. We go down to talk with Lormus and we find out what happened.
Be careful. Half the time he's down there threatening us in the demonic tongue.
Lormus and Razaliek's soul ended up within the Twisted Nether. As happens with many Dreadlords, a new body eventually formed, since they can only truly be killed within the Twisted Nether. Within his body, their souls are now intertwined and still in eternal conflict. Lormus, most of the time, is in control, though it is a constant struggle. We demon hunters are accustomed to containing the demon within, and the next thing that they knew, they were expelled from the Twisted Nether, summoned by the Burning Legion to the invasion of Azeroth. At the Felblaze Ingress, he did his best to disrupt their efforts, and the rest of the story, we know. Our champions, they came and retrieved him, and now here he is. He will gladly serve if we'll have him. He has access to all of Razaliek's demonic knowledge, and with that knowledge, we'll be able to upgrade the Felhammer and improve our Order Hall. In the meantime, Mother Malevolence has heard a rumor that we're going to attempt to make contact with Illidan's immortal demon soul within the Twisted Nether. It's the first time that I hear about it, but okay, let's not question it. She informs us that we'll need many magical things if we're going to perform such a feat, and she's taken the luxury of putting together a potential list, and since we're the ones in charge, our champions get to go out and find the stuff required. While they do that, we go out and collect 100 Fel blood from the demons on the Broken Isles to fuel this spell work. If this won't be enough demon blood, no amount will be, so let's see if we can make contact with Illidan's spirit within the Twisted Nether.
I have been expecting you. Ah, good. Kain Sunfury.
My lord.
There is little time. Listen closely. I entrusted the duplicitous Akama with planning the campaign against the Legion. He alone knows every detail. You will need his counsel if you are to succeed. You must also regain the Sargerite Keystone to invade the Legion's worlds. Find out where the Wardens hid it away. We have attracted attention. I must move. You will not be able to contact me like this again. The Illidari are now yours.
If you picked Altruis, then Illidan won't say, ah, good. Instead, he will say that he didn't expect to see the traitor with us. That's because Altruis defected from the Illidari before our fall at the Black Temple. In fact, he played a very big part in the defeat by doing his part in the Karabor attunement quest chain. Despite stepping away though, he was imprisoned all the same, and for some among you, he is the perfect champion to have at your side.
Trust in Lord. I will see you up top. We will break the news together.
We have official word from Illidan, who's now somewhere out there in the Twisted Nether trying to survive, and we must prepare. There is much to do. Illidan has also officially placed us in charge of the Illidari, and they're now ours to command, whereas previously, they just humored us.
We have consulted with the Master's soul and gained wisdom. Illidari, salute our new leader!
Getting into the Black Temple and to Akama is going to be tricky. Following the break-in by the Council of the Black Harvest, Warlocks, they broke into the Black Temple during their Greenfire questline. In response, Akama had his Shatari priest erect a holy barrier. It prevents Malevolence teleportation, however, she might know a way to bypass those protections and take us directly to the temple summit. Long ago, she had a liaison with a certain high elf wizard named Landelok. He would later join the Kirin-Tor, and she's sure that if we were to ask him very nicely, and of course drop her name, he would be more than happy to help us.
Do give Landalok my love.
We sure do, and the Archmage's face goes red as he chokes out a cough and looks around. Anything for Malevolence. He is just the thing to bypass the Holy Barrier and enable her teleportation, a grimoire of arcane ways, but as he tries to hand it over, he finds out that someone else already took it.
Demon Hunter, that imp just stole the grimoire. Catch it!
An imp? What's going on here?
Do you think we don't know what you're up to?
The Illidari believe themselves untouchable. They will soon learn better.
That sneaky imp. It headed southeast and then turned invisible. Quickly, use your spectral sight and see if you can spot it.
I'll burn your kneecaps off!
After quite a chase through Dalaran, we finally pick up the Grimoire. Belov will make sure to give it to Malevolence, while we have some Black Temple scouting to do, and by we, I mean our champions. The last thing that we want is to teleport into a trap. We must discern their force structure, their patrol schedule, their new defenses, and what Akama eats for breakfast. Our broken warriors can blend in with the rest of Akama's Ashtong forces inside the temple, while our champions, they can scout the outside area.
Make sure the Ashtong understand that the other broken at the Black Temple are not to be trusted.
Scouted the temple gives Malevolence the time to study the Grimoire, and upon collecting all the information, we're ready to make our grand entrance.
I always love... The gateway will be open momentarily, my dear. There. The Black Temple and Akama await your leisure.
If Malevolence, make certain that no one gets through that door. Remember, we are here to convince Akama to join us, by any means necessary.
I know not why you have returned, Illidari, but it is a grave mistake. This time, there will be no prison in the end, only death.
If we cannot go over, we will go through. Get it open!
I see you will not be deterred. Come then, Illidari. Face your destiny.
Here's another difference when it comes to the choices that you made. If you have Altruis, you're actually able to convince Akama to rejoin the Illidari. But since we have Kain, things turn out a little bit different. While we do want Akama as an advisor, it does not sound like he's willing to be reasonable. Allari and Kain, they formulated a contingency plan just in case.
We are only here to talk, Akama.
Even here I have heard your name spoken, but I am not impressed. Let us see if I can impress you. Shall we finish this like beings of honor? Can you manage that much, Demon Hunter? Open the skies! You show some skill, but not as much. Open the skies! Tell me, Demon Hunter, how did it feel being locked up for all of those years? Open the skies! This is impossible!
Kill that mongrel! No! Wait! I have a better idea.
Akama will never aid us, as he thinks that we're no better than the demons we consort with. He can see no difference. The Legion and our master Illidan destroyed his beautiful temple, and one day Akama will have his revenge. We can go twist in the nether for all he cares, and that means that he leaves us no choice. One way or another, he will help us defeat the Legion.
Just kill me and be done with it.
Oh, I think not. Allari, do what you do best. It will be my pleasure.
I have sacrificed everything. What have you given?
I live again. No!
Matron Mother, get up here! We are returning to the Fellhammer!
Of course, my dear. One gateway coming up.
Akama broken and shattered, gets left behind, while we take a shade with us. This shade was ripped out of him before by Illidan himself, and it reflects all of Akama's wickedness and evil that resides within the Broken. It was also a tool that kept him in check, which is why during our assault on the Black Temple, we confronted the shade and we liberated Akama. Now the shade is put to good use again, and it's important that the others see him treated as one of us, rather than an outsider, so we put on a show to welcome him into our ranks, while also finally promoting Corvus Bloodthorn.
I know everything Akama knows and more. I look forward to us working together to destroy the Legion.
What took you so long? I should have been your first champion.
Just as things seem to be going our way, party crashers decide to show up to spoil the moment.
No hug before you go?
Touching! A few more champions!
Let's do this again.
In any way.
Quite the ragtag bunch you have here. I would have thought you could do better. But enough with the pleasantries. Our Lord Kil'jaeden has sent us to let you know that you and your Illidari will soon be joining the Burning Legion.
And to prove that you are not safe. Not even here on the Fellhammer.
Hear me, Illidari. All present are welcome into the embrace of the Legion.
Great power will be imbued into those who join us. Painful agony awaits those who do not.
I, for one, hope that you refuse. Then, those warglaves will once again return to their rightful owner.
Tisk tisk, Veridis. Fair is fair. Until we meet again in the flesh.
If you wanted these warclaves so badly, Veridis, then maybe you shouldn't have dropped them on the floor for no apparent reason. Ah well, with the words still echoing through the Fellhammer, we focus our attention on the second part of the mission given by Lord Illidan. We must reclaim the Sargerite Keystone, and as much as we might not like it, for this we'll need the aid of the Wardens, since they were the ones who took it when we were all imprisoned within the vault. With Maiev still missing, their current leader is Sira Moonwarden, who made us a deal. We'll help the Wardens with tracking down some of the more powerful creatures that escaped from the vault, and in return, she will direct us to where we need to go to get the Keystone.
This might leave a bad taste in our mouths, but working with the Wardens will get us what we need. We've made worse sacrifices.
We send our champions out to do the hard work again by tracking down Jade Darkhaven, Skalvrax, Melloc, Son of Thorak, Fatnir and Maldref the Corruptor. At the same time, Malevolence reports that there's been an increased demonic activity below Amardoom. There are still demons left over down there from the first time that we invaded the planet, so to eliminate any threat to the Fellhammer, it's time that they were destroyed. Another mission that our followers get to complete, but as they do, they discovered that for all these years, one of our Illidari, presumed to be dead, has actually survived, and she's been brought back onto the ship.
Mariana's just about the best trainer around. Who knows? Maybe she'll even be able to teach them the metamorphosis.
Can you imagine spending all those years alone on Mardoom, surrounded by nothing but demons, looking up in the sky and just wishing to spend one warm night aboard with your fellow demon hunters? Ah well, at least she is shown to be a true survivor, and her skills can be put to good use as she will train Illidari adepts. In the meantime, our followers are done with the Warden missions, yet even though we did everything that Sira asked, that still wasn't enough. She's asking for one more thing, and she wants us to deal with it personally. You would think that the Wardens would owe us for all those years that we were imprisoned, but unfortunately, their new leader doesn't agree with that assessment. She wants us to go out and kill 3 specific targets: the Devouring Darkness in High Mountain, Hurta Grimdotter in Surumar, and Faricia in Val'sharah.
If we do not care what Sira says, if you want help from your champions while you're out there, they will come.
Despite the Wardens distracting us from the true goal, we now know that we need to go and find Warden Melis Shade in Stormheim. She was the one entrusted with safeguarding the Sargerite Keystone. Now Melis, she was last seen heading towards the Felscorn war camp, and it's likely that she was captured by the Vrykul that joined the Legion. Time to jump on a flight and see if we can track her down.
Be careful. The last place she was seen is near the Gates of Valor. Nasty place.
At the Felscorn war camp, we discovered that the Warden was indeed captured, but a cage wasn't enough to hold her, so the Vrykul ensorcelled these runestones to make sure she doesn't escape. Each of them is powered by a different Felscroll rune. Unfortunately, they gave the runes to different guardians who were scattered to different places around Stormheim. So Ysera said that we could have the precious keystone back. We're first going to have to get her out of here. Then we'll see. So off we go to collect these Felscroll runes, but as we travel through Stormheim, we encounter a Felscroll jailer yelling at us that Kil'jaeden has ordered our capture and that we will join the Burning Legion. This servant of Karya and Veridis bravely and foolishly tries to take us on. You have to give him credit though, at least he doesn't just threaten us with words, he actually attacks. But of course, despite his threatening words, we bring him down, we continue our quest, and we set the captive warden free. The whole reason why she came out here to begin with was to capture or kill a Fel Lord named Lochaber. She's no longer in a capturing mood, yet she also has no desire to go in there and wade through hundreds of demons. One thing she learned while having him imprisoned is that he's got quite the ego, so in front of all the demonic forces, she calls out to Lochaber to take her on, to face her, unless he's scared of course. The demon fears none, and his ego is truly his greatest weakness as we complete the warden's mission, and as promised, she gives us the information that we need. As she begins to stealth away, Malice whispers in your ears, "Very well, Eladari. A deal is a deal. Your keystone was always safeguarded within the vault of the wardens next to Illidan's corpse, hidden within the platform itself." Malice then tells us how to touch the stones on the platform within the Vault of the Wardens, just so in a particular location so that the Sargeras keystone will be revealed. Afterwards, she disappears in a puff of smoke and is gone. The next step of our journey takes us back to a dark period of our lives, the Vault of the Wardens, where we were imprisoned for so many years. Corredana Felsong, the warden that turned to the dark side during Wars of Draenor, she's waiting at the end of the dungeon, and from her dead cold body we loot the Sargeras keystone. Revenge for all of the demon hunters whom she tempted into becoming Felsworn. Siana, Tirafan, Glaviana, Kaelin, Ilisana and more. Her death has been a long time coming. Back at base, we place Sargeras keystone, the skeleton key to any and all Legion worlds, even Arcus itself, above the scouting map, and we look towards the future. All we have to do now is prepare our forces and formulate an invasion plan. We'll also elevate two worthy into the ranks of our champions. This time it's Belaf and Malevolence who've proven themselves to be indispensable.
You honor me. When we started all of this, I never would have imagined being chosen as one of your select few. I will not fail you.
I have always been honored to be one of the servants of Illidan. But to officially become one of the Illidari... Look away. I think I might cry.
Time to prepare for the endgame. We have the Sargeras keystone, we have most of the forces that we will need, we even have a plan. Now we need to locate the Felsouls, Karya and Veridis, and prepare for the invasion of whatever demon world they're hiding out on. Alari, with the aid of her champions, she will put her Scythe of Souls to good use and extract the information by any means necessary from the demons that we're going to question.
Let me assure you, I will use everything at my disposal. Every bit of power within the Scythe of Souls to track down the whereabouts of Karya and Veridis.
She'll first need some demons to interrogate though, so our champions get sent out to scout Felsoul Hold in Suramar. Once there, they are to identify likely capturable targets, capture them and bring them back so Alari can do her thing. While she's busy interrogating the demons, we also send them out to improve the weapons used by their forces, since not all of them have the luxury of a powerful artifact, and they help out Jace with some necessary maintenance on the Felhammer. With all of that done, Alari reports the location of the Felsouls. We now know that they're hiding away on the demon world known as Nishkara. We now have a destination, time to wrap up some final business before we fly off. Jace can sense that things don't look good on the Broken Isles and they need our help before they're overwhelmed, so we complete 30 world quests. Lorimus has offered to improve our armaments and says that he pried a secret out of Rasalik. Apparently, the demon knows how to work a material known as Obliterum. With it, he can make the Warglaives even deadlier, especially against demons, so we pick him up for him and have him do his thing. Then there's the situation on getting the Felhammer ready for transportation. Like all Legion constructs, the ship is empowered by souls. If we're going to take Command Center all the way to Nishkara, we are going to need some very powerful souls taken from the bosses found in Legion dungeons. On top of that, its jump engines are non-functional. If we are going to invade a demon world, we're going to have to make the command center jump capable. At Veronar in Azuna and at Felsoul Hold in Suramar, we go in and we collect a few spare parts, namely a Fel engine injector, a soul configuration matrix, a Fel engine ignition, and a vile spirit converter. It's vile, the way that the ship operates. The whole thing is powered by souls, and you do not want to know what happens to them. And we don't have a lot of time to wonder about it, since outside we hear something very big.
Doesn't sound good at all. Sounds like something very big outside the Fellhammer, to the south.
Tiny mortal, your insolence has come to an end. You and your Illidari will join the Burning Legion. You will become Fellsworn. You may grovel now, Demon Hunter.
Torrenar and his Aldrachi warriors, they were given a similar opportunity by Sir Garrus himself. They refused back then, and we not only say no, we go full on slash rude in the deceiver's face. No.
Very well. You have sealed your fate. Veridis and Caria will deal with you.
We shall see about that, Kil'jaeden. All systems are operational, and we have plenty of fuel. The Fellhammer's jump engines are ready. It's time to begin the invasion of Nishkara, take the fight to Caria and Veridis, and finish this once and for all.
Illidari! Prepare for the jump to Niskara! Moving into position above Niskara! Everyone up top! Commence bombardment! If you bombard the demons below with the Fellhammer's artillery, I will get our forces ready. You can use the console here.
Don't just stand there waiting to be killed! Attack! Deploy the Devastators! Worthless! Prepare the defensive!
The time is upon us. The invasion of Nishkara represents the fulfillment of Illidan's dream and all of our sacrifices. Give the order, Kain. Let's get down there.
Illidari! Hear me! The time has come! All of our struggles, all of our sacrifices have led to this moment! Shade, you and the others will remain behind to protect the Fellhammer. You five, come with me! Niskara awaits! Yes, fools! Come down! Jump to your deaths! Glad to see you made it. Illidari! You all have your targets! Attack!
Know this, Demon Hunters. If you proceed, I will allow Veridis and Caria to destroy you. There will be no forgiveness, no second chance to join me.
We will have to fight our way through their lieutenants, Carnivore, the Overseer and Soul Chaser, to get to Caria and Veridis, while also shutting down 5 other world portals and stop reinforcements from flanking us. We do just that, but Kil'jaeden's threatening words of Caria and Veridis destroying us, they seem to be just that, just words, since they're hiding like cowards in their command center.
You really think we are going to just let you in? You came all this way for nothing, Demon Hunters!
A fell barrier stands in our way, but thankfully we have the might of the Fellhammer at our command, and by our order, the Shade of Akama puts it to good use.
Shade, move the Fellhammer into position. Bring down this Fell barrier.
My pleasure. Step back.
coming for you!
You are all going to die painfully, especially you!
Die, worm!
I arise! Fight for
Watch your step!
Be cleansed by
My
fire!
lord Kil'jaeden! Save me!
pathetic.
Be cleansed by fire! Kil'jaeden! Bring me back to life again!
Very well, Illidari. Your fate is sealed. You will perish with your world.
It is over. The Fell Souls are dead, and they will not be coming back. You have to wonder why Kil'jaeden didn't join the battle himself. I guess we're beneath him. That's a mistake we'll make sure that he pays for. But for now, we are ready. We are ready to return to the Felhammer, jump back to Mardoom, and celebrate our victory.
Malevolence, get us out of here!
Of course, my dears.
Talos! Jump us back to Mardoom!
We have won the day. Caria and Veridis, they're no more, and we have sent a clear message to the Burning Legion that they are vulnerable, even on their own worlds. It's about time that we celebrate it, but first, it's well past time to make Allari and Jace our new champions. The two of them were instrumental in the planning and preparation for the invasion of Nishkara.
Remember, recruiting Allari and Jace as your champions is long overdue. They have earned it.
We have been through so much together. Of course I accept.
I stand ready to represent you and the Illidari. What's next?
Illidari, servants of Illidan, hear me! We gather here today to pay tribute to one who has served with both honor and distinction as our indomitable leader. We have regained the Sargerite Keystone. We have defied Kil'jaeden and invaded a Legion world. And we have vanquished our nemeses, Caria and Veridis Fellsoul. For this and countless other successes, we bestow one of our highest honors, the title of Slayer.
All hail Slayer Nobhunter. And there is one more thing, since they've improved the Forge, and with it, we can unlock the true potential of our weapons.
If we do not... Greetings, Slayer. Throughout the campaign against the Legion, we have witnessed your affinity with the weapon you wield grow stronger. Using the resources you've gathered for our cause, we now have the means to awaken the full potential of these ancient blades. Raise your blade before the Forge. Watch it infuse the weapon with its might. Let our eternal foe tremble before the fury and destruction you unleash!
And tremble they shall, as our war against the Legion continues, and not to forget, the search for Lord Illidan. He has prepared us Illidari for this grand mission, and although we have led as best as we can, it was his vision that started it all. The Nighthold raid in Suramar and the Tomb of Sargeras, they're still waiting to be unlocked, but those stories are for another day. For now, I hope you enjoyed the Demon Hunter campaign, and I personally can't wait to see where the story is going to go next. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time, guys, see ya!